Hey guys, it's Maria Rothenberger from drmariarothenberger.com. This is week 13 of the Compassion series that I'm doing in 2020. And this is being recorded in April of 2020, even though this content is designed to last forever and ever. I am on my bedroom floor, actually, even though it doesn't look like it. I am in front of a green screen, woo, with some super fancy blue tape up there. Gotta do what you gotta do. But I thought, hey, why don't we go to a beautiful meadow today? Let's just be in this lovely meadow. Today we are talking about the body. Now, when I talk about being compassionate toward the body, it is especially significant for those dealing with fertility issues, but also anybody who has struggled with obviously eating disorders and exercise disorders and things like that, but anybody who has been dealt a trauma related to the body, it's really significant and very difficult to move forward with compassion towards the body. So I'm hoping today's quote is at least a beginning, at least a start for you. I am taking from this book called A Year of Living with More Compassion, and I'm surprised that the book is showing up because it's green, like the screen behind me, but that's cool. Okay, this quote is by the lovely Oprah Winfrey. It says, "My goal isn't to be thin. My goal is for my body to be the weight that it can hold, to be strong and healthy and fit, to be itself. My goal is to learn to embrace this body and to be grateful every day for what it has given me." Now, I should say, yep, those are words, and sometimes it's hard to embrace and really be those words. I should say that moving through the fertility world and really coming to a healing place from that world, even before becoming a mom, that experience really drove those words home for me. And it can for you too. When you begin to really appreciate all that your body does for you and all the things that, all the ways in which it does serve you and does work for you, even though these other parts might not be as in working order as you would want them to be, you begin to move towards a deep gratitude, a deep appreciation for all that your body does do for you. So the riffing on this quote says, "We often tear ourselves to shreds with self-criticism when we don't look the way we think we're supposed to, especially women. Being comfortable in our own skin allows us to focus on what's really important, being healthy, and that always looks good." So the practice for this week is a body acceptance meditation, she calls it, and it's a variation on the body scan. I know that I've talked about the body scan in this series before. I've also talked about it on my blog and in the podcast, which you can get from my website, drmariarothenberger.com, under media. And this one I will just describe slowly for you, or maybe not slowly, but briefly for you, so that you have an idea of what a body scan is like. And then you can go to like YouTube or Headspace or Insight Timer. Those last two are apps. YouTube is an app too, I think, on the phone now too. So, and you can look up a body scan meditation. Lots of free ones out there. But I like this one because it's about body acceptance. Now, these aren't all the words that she uses, so I'm just going to put my own version on this, my own spin on this. Here's what a body scan is. A body scan is simply an awareness of what all the parts of your body are doing in that moment. So you can sit or lie down. I prefer lying down. And you settle in to just being there. You settle into your breathing, you slow your breathing. Imagine your breathing coming into your mouth or nose and going down to your belly and circling back up slowly and slowly. In the beginning, you're noticing that your breathing is a little bit faster and then it eventually slows down. Okay, so you're just settling into your breath. And then I like to start from my toes and work my way up. Everybody's different. You can work from your head moving down. The point is to notice your body parts, right? So you'll start with your toes. Notice where your toes are in space. And if you have a hard time doing that, I suggest squeezing your toes. The same goes for every single body part or every single muscle on your way up your body. So you squeeze that body part and release it. So now you're noticing it. It's a little bit easier to notice it. Then you move up to your ankles and your calves and your knees and your thighs and so on until you're all the way up to the top of your head. I even scrunch my face and then release it so that I'm aware of the muscles in my face and neck. Okay, the difference between a traditional body scan and this body acceptance meditation / body scan is that each time that you notice a body part, you send it some gratitude. This is my version. You send that body part some gratitude and thankfulness. So if you were to, for example, squeeze your toes and release them, you would then say, thank you, toes, for all you do. Thank you for being there. Thank you, ankles, for being there. Thank you, calves, for keeping me upright and strong in that area. Thank you, knees, for still being functioning, even though I run on you and sometimes cause you pain. Thank you, quads, for, and so on, right? So on and so on. Now, if you are dealing with fertility issues, when you get to the reproductive organs area, you're probably going to want to spend some extra time. You might feel a resistance, you might feel a heaviness, you might feel anxiety or sadness. That is okay. Allow those feelings to be there, like a frenemy or somebody that you're trying to understand more. Like, all right, come on in for a cup of tea. I'm totally uncomfortable, but I'm going to sit with this for a little bit. And then by the end of that hanging out, you're not maybe 100% comfortable, but you're a lot less anxious, a lot less sad, a lot less resistant than you were a minute before. Trust me, the more and more that you do this practice, the more and more easy it gets. And you will start to come to an appreciation for even your reproductive organs, if that's part of your struggle with fertility. Okay. Then you move all the way up again to the top of your head. Everything is sent gratitude and love. Now, mind you, this is all like beautiful, like airy fairy, some people say, right? Like up in the clouds, blah, blah, blah. But it's not. There is actual science. There's a ton of evidence nowadays that I wish was there 10 years ago when I started this process. There's a ton of science out there that supports what compassion towards your body can actually do for your body. Your brain begins to send out all the requisite chemicals that match gratitude to every single cell in your body. It's all communicating all the time. Major health benefits. So that is the practice for this week. If you need some guidance or guided meditation, please, again, check out those free resources. You can find them on YouTube, Headspace, Insight Timer, any kind of apps that you can find out there. There are, again, a ton of them out there. There's so many resources at your call nowadays that you can use for free. Go to it. And I will see you next week.